Thank you so much, Carrie. Height differences matter. Well, welcome to this ribbon cutting ceremony. Today we celebrate the grand opening of the Peter J. Lindberg, MD Health Center for Health and Human Performance. As mentioned, my name is Dr. Wendy Hilton Morrow, and I am the Provost, Vice President of Academic Affairs, and Dean of the College here at Augustana. I have the honor of introducing several special guests who are here with us today. I'd like to introduce our State Representative, Mike Halpin. Rock Island Mayor, Mike Tomes. And we have Rock Island Alderman Mark Poulos, Jenny Swanson, and Randy Hurt. Our Quad City Chamber President, Paul Rumler. And we also appreciate the Chamber ambassadors who are here with Paul. And I'd like to acknowledge the architects and team from Leggett who designed this building. And nearest and dearest to my heart, I would like to draw your attention to the faculty who are with us today, who will be making strategic use of this new center starting today. Would our public health and kinesiology faculty please raise a hand so we can applaud you for the work I know that is going to be done inside of this building. We know that you will help empower and shape the next generation of leaders in the fields of health and human performance. And I should note, it's also because of you that our students have a 100% graduate school placement rate in the field of public health. Just saying. We are so thankful to so many of you who have been with us every step of the way so that this day would finally be here. In my role as provost, I work closely with faculty, fellow administrators, and others on many projects and efforts. Sometimes it's hard to see what we accomplish after brainstorming, working on budgets, after meetings, after days and weeks and months, sometimes years of planning. But today, I rejoice because today we can so clearly see the work of many coming to life in a bold and bright way. I'd like to introduce the president of our college, President Steve Balls.
Well, thank you very much, Wendy. What a joyous day it is. It was Winston Churchill that said that we shape our buildings and thereafter they shape us. It is our hope and prayer that this building will shape generations of Augustana College students as they grow in mind, body, and spirit. Standing here today, there are so many people to thank, but I give thanks to the people who labored, planned, and who built this incredibly innovative building, with special thanks to Russell Construction and Leggett Architects. They really did a wonderful job. I also give thanks to those on campus who developed the concept of the structure that becomes a symbol for Augustana's excellence in the areas of health, healthcare, wellness, human performance, kinesiology, and public health. This really was a community effort to design this building in a way that will advantage a generation of students. I give special thanks to our coaches and our admissions teams who have already started to attract students to Rock Island, Illinois to study and compete inside of this building. You've been able to translate the vision, and I hope coaches and admissions team, this surpasses your wildest dreams. And a very special thanks to head water polo coach Ryan Pryor and head swimming and diving coach Dan Lloyd. Would you raise your hands, please? These two coaches are incredible in what they have done for our students at Augustana. I know that these two coaches are excited to host their first practice and their first competition in the pool, and we expect that to happen in early October. I must give tremendous thanks to the many, many donors who believed in Augustana College and believed that a better tomorrow at Augustana College is facilitated in part by outstanding buildings. I specifically want to thank the Austin E. Knowlton Foundation. The name of the building honors a request by the Austin E. Knowlton Foundation, which gave $10 million for this project. The name of the building honors Peter J. Lindberg. Peter J. Lindberg was a member of the Augustana class of 1961. After graduating from Augustana, Dr. Lindberg entered the University of Chicago Medical School. He had a deep, deep interest in holistic health and lived a life that represents the very best of a liberally educated person. He spent his career helping thousands of persons and patients as an oncologist. Just as Dr. Lindberg's life touched so many lives, so will this building. And before I conclude, I want to thank one last person. I give thanks to Dr. Kimberly Murphy. Dr. Murphy served the college with passion, joy, and purpose in her role as a biology professor for the last 10 years. As this building comes online, her role will be to transition to something new. She will be the inaugural director of Augustana Center for the Advancement of Community Health and Wellness. It is Dr. Murphy's ambition and her intelligence and background that makes her an ideal leader for this role. And in this role, Dr. Murphy will help make meaningful connections between the college, Augustana, the Rock Island community, the Quad Cities, and the world beyond. I'm excited to see how she sets goals, develops priorities in alignment with the college's vision and mission, and how she advances student experiential learning that Augustana is so known for. Dr. Murphy, would you please raise your hand and thank you. And at this time, I will invite Dr. Monica Smith to the podium. Monica, do you want to hold this or should I put it back?
Good morning. As President Ball stated, I am Monica Smith, the Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion here at Augustana College. Today, with this building, Augustana is able to honor two pioneers, two people who showed strength, courage, and leadership, and who achieved much at Augustana College and in the world. As you tour the Peter J. Lindberg, MD Center for Health and Human Performance today, please notice the natatorium is named for Anne Grieve Lund, and the functional training lab named for Aban Emil Cooper. Anne Grieve Lund graduated in 1926 and was the first director of women's athletics at Augustana from 1924 to 1934. She assumed faculty status while still a student at the college and almost single-handedly pushed women's athletics toward the modern era. During her tenure, Lund organized two women's basketball teams, baseball, volleyball, and tennis teams, a Red Cross life-saving corps, and archery, horseback riding, and riflery programs. Her slogan, "Every girl an athlete participating in at least one sport." In her decade-long tenure at Augustana, she came close to making that happen. Wouldn't she be proud today to have her name permanently displayed in this innovative building? The other honoree I want to mention is Aban Emil Cooper. He graduated in 1993 with a major in biology and an interest in physical therapy. He was known for his work ethic, focus on academics, and his fellow athletes recall he was always the first in the gym and the last to leave. He was a leader on the Augustana basketball team, averaging 17.1 points per game his senior year, and helping the Vikings win the CCIW championship with a 12-2 league record. In 1993 NCAA Division III championships, Cooper's breakaway dunk in the final stages of the game sealed the 83-81 win and put Augustana in the title game. I'm proud to say that Aban Emil Cooper was the first black student from Augustana to be named an All-American. He's one of the 177 academic All-Americans from Augustana who have helped Augustana be a long-time national leader among colleges for the number of academic All-Americans. What a wonderful accomplishment, personally and for Augustana College. We're grateful for these pioneers like Anne Grieve Lund, and Aban Cooper, and I look forward to seeing future leaders develop and grow inside this innovative new building. I will now pass things over to Kent Barnes.
Thank you, Monica. And as I see people baking in the sun, I'll try to make my comments brief. I'm Kent Barnes, and I serve as Executive Vice President for External Relations. It's time to get those big scissors ready. And it's time to prepare to cut this ribbon and mark the first day of classes inside the state-of-the-art $18 million, 52,000 square foot academic and athletic facility, the Peter J. Lindberg Center for Health and Human Performance. Before we move to the ribbon cutting, though, let us recognize how this space symbolizes Augustana College's mission. Our mission to help develop the qualities of mind, spirit, and body necessary for students to discern their life's calling of leadership and service in a diverse and changing world. That's our mission. And inside here, in this space, in this building, there is academic space for growth of mind and learning. There is a meditation space for one's spiritual growth. And there's a new natatorium for the body, for strength, and for human performance. Our next agenda item really is to cut this ribbon and get the first day of classes started. So as I recite the section of Augustana's mission that's pertinent to this building, let me ask the ribbon cutting crew to put those scissors to good use. Here it goes. To help develop the qualities of mind, spirit, and body necessary for students to discern their life's calling of leadership and service in a diverse and changing world. Cut away. Hold it really tight, guys. All right. On behalf of Augustana College, we'd like to thank each of you for taking time out of your morning and busy schedule to be with us today for this celebration and ribbon cutting. We will be offering tours of the building if you'd like to see the inside. Coach Lloyd and Coach Pryor are able to offer a glimpse of the natatorium, which is not quite finished yet, and there is a light continental breakfast inside the building. Again, thank you for being here. We look forward to sharing this innovative new space with our students for decades to come. Thanks for coming to Augustana College today.